Hey guys, so I had this idea when I saw Universe 9 get destroyed. As you can see, by the title, the basic concept is that Universe 9 will actually return. Now, I indeed just think that this is an idea. I'm not saying that this is what I'm sure will happen. I'm not saying this is even, you know, even like a huge possibility. But, just an idea. So let's get into the good stuff. So when I watched the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, which was episode 98, I was pretty surprised. I didn't expect a losing universe to get erased on the spot. I thought they would spectate and somewhere down the line Goku would just fix everything somehow and that nobody would get erased. Yeah, I mean at least or once they lost the tournament they just watch until it was over and maybe then get erased. But it looked like all of those thoughts were wrong. And at the time, but then I saw the Universe 9 Angel smile. So in my head now, there are actually like two possibilities for why he could have smiled. One is that like he's an insane evil person who just thinks it's amusing to that countless lives were just erased. Or maybe he knows something that wasn't told to the fighters or even the gods from each universe. Now, you could say there's an evil angel plot, which could be, but I think there's actually a different possibility in that. I think a possible reason that the angel from Universe 9 smiled may be that the erasure of all the universes that lose is just temporary. And what I mean by that is that I think the angels might just want to give Zeno like an all-out fight between all the universes, which wouldn't really happen the same if people weren't fearing for their life, Because if you're fearing for your life, you're gonna fight as hard as you can. So the angel from Universe 9 may have just smiled because maybe he knows that it's temporary erasure, and that he's just gonna get his universe restored later. But at the same time, if this were the case, then he also knows that because of this erasure for the time being, this solidifies the idea in all the fighters' heads and even the gods of the universe's heads that their lives are actually at stake. So they need to fight as hard as they possibly can. I mean, I can understand if the angel smiled for this reason, because it's not like diabolical. Because, I mean, if the angels, really were just, you know, waiting for all these universes to get murdered, why would Whis have ever showed Goku and Vegeta, how to help control their blue energy, Why would he have trained them at all, Because if I remember correctly, like, it's not like they were really helping him out that much. Maybe a couple things, food here and there, but it's not like they were really doing much for Whis. He could just go get the food if he wanted to. Um, but yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't think that it could just be this as simple as that everybody's just gonna get erased and that's that. You know, I that's too easy and that's not like the style of anything, in Dragon Ball. So yeah, definitely think that it's maybe temporary erasure. Yeah. So I don't really think it makes sense to kill any of these universes that lose. This would cut out a huge amount of possible content. Now, this idea could make sense, because if no universe actually gets erased, then this tournament could be made to happen periodically later, which would be awesome, Always giving Zeno a new show of power, show him new fighters from different universes, show him people getting stronger, people getting smarter, inventing new techniques. this could extend the life of Dragon Ball Super significantly if they were to delve into this and open the door for so many more things to happen. I mean, personally, I hope that this is the case, because I think that if so many universes actually get erased in this tournament without showing, more planets, more unique races, more problems in them, there's just a huge wasted opportunity. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, we've spent, 5 seasons of Dragon Ball in Universe 7. We spent 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z in Universe 7. And, how many ever arcs are in Dragon Ball Super have mostly been in Universe 7. I mean, we sort of dipped in to another one for the whole Goku Black, but it wasn't really that much, We just saw the Supreme Kai's planet, pretty much. Nothing much more than that. I mean, I can say that we've seen some about Universe 6, but even that, it's not that much, We haven't really seen, like, almost any of the other universes. And I think it's just a big, I mean, in multiple ways, like, to the audience, if you're going to show us all these universes and then take them off the map right away, that's going to make audiences pissed off, right? And also, I don't know why you would want to do that, because that takes out a lot of possible, future endeavors. I mean, if the idea is to make money, and it is, for businesses, and, obviously, Dragon Ball is pretty popular right now, so there's no reason to cut any ideas short at all. So it just doesn't make sense that they would get erased, There's too many new ideas to see. For starters, some possibilities that can happen right off the bat. Periodic tournaments, like I talked about, meaning a tournament yearly or every 5 years or every 10 years. Seeing tournaments like this, the Grand Kai has hosted tournaments between the 4 quadrants of the galaxy. We've seen it in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It's not even Dragon Ball like to only have 1 or 2 tournaments throughout a whole series. We saw a bunch in Dragon Ball. We saw a bunch in Dragon Ball Z. And technically this is the first huge tournament. Universe 6, there wasn't that much at stake. The Earth technically was at stake, but we knew it wasn't going to happen. And, universes weren't at stake, It was sort of a small tournament, and I don't think we've seen the last of tournaments, Even if they were to do periodic tournaments, they could just do different types of tournaments, because they could say, oh, we've seen a bunch of different styles of tournaments, let's try a different one every time and see, and give Zeno a new type of show. And besides tournaments, we can see different stories and conflicts between the universes, like, what if Goku ended up helping Toppo and Jiren save their universe? What if Frieza and Frost team up and wreck things, What if Universe 9 creates a rivalry with Universe 7 because of, the humiliation they had losing twice in front of all the other people? The untapped potential with all these universes, as far as narrative possibilities, is huge. And I'd like to see more from every single universe. Whether the, god of the universe is a dick or nice or good at their job or not. I'd like to see more. So, this concludes this idea of mine. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. And also, do you want to see the universes survive from other places? Yeah or no? Do you have an alternate theory about what will happen in the tournament? I'd like to know. So tell me your thoughts down below. Catch you in the next video. Hope you have a good day.